Okay, so how do you stretch out tight internal hip rotators, which is a big common deficiency amongst a lot of golfers that I work with. The problem with tightness in the internal hip rotator is that it doesn't allow that freedom of movement in the hip, and so what happens is you tend to pull the hips as opposed to being able to rotate the hips. So you see a lot of excessive lateral movement. You sway in your backswing, which can impact swing plane balance on the downswing. If the target side leg is tight, you see a lot of times that the hips of the golfer will be square at impact versus open. So again, it's kind of a distance robber. So it's something that is very prevalent and easy to treat if you know how. So here's one exercise that will help isolate those internal hip rotators. It's called the reverse clam. Now for this exercise, you want to lie down on your side, rest your head on your hands, keep your knees bent forward, and your knees and your feet together. Your feet are going to be in line with your body. From this position here, what you're going to do is you're going to keep your knees together while you just lift and lower that top foot. Nice fluid movements up and down. You want to do about 20 to 25 of those. Now you're going to isolate, you're going to feel that right here in the butt, in your back pocket. This is working the gluteus medius, which is a hip stabilizer responsible for internal hip rotation. And you're going to work range of motion. 20 to 25 on one side, flip it around, do 20 to 25 on the other. Now the one thing that I've noted, and I don't know if golf produces this, but in probably 80% of the golfers that I've noted are tight in the internal hip rotators, the target side leg, the front leg, tends to be tighter than the back leg. And again, I don't know if that's just a phenom or if the positioning of the golf swing tends to produce that. So what you may want to do in that instance is to first start on the target side, do a set of 20 to 25, roll over, do the trail leg, and then roll back over and do a second set on that target side, just to be a little bit more aggressive with it in the beginning so that you can kind of catch up with that range of motion. Reverse clams going to help improve that range of motion, that flexibility in the internal hip rotators. That's going to give you a little bit more movement, freedom of movement in the hips. That's going to help your golf game.